Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Horizoncraft. This is episode 2 of the series, and today we're going to be planting some wheat. A lot of wheat. I mean, a lot of wheat. We're going to be planting so much wheat that, in fact, that's all we're going to be doing this episode, is just planting wheat. Wheat, more wheat, and then when you thought we've planted enough wheat, we're going to plant some more wheat. And then, you know what? You guessed it. We're going to plant some more wheat. Nope, I'm just kidding. We're not actually going to be planting wheat. Not that much wheat. Maybe I should just stop saying wheat and finish this field already. And there we have it, everybody. Our wheat field is finished. We will not be needing wheat anytime soon, that's for sure. Now, you might be asking yourself, Soups, why do you need so much wheat? And to answer that question, I have no idea. Anyway, moving on. Today we're going to be working on our bamboo farm. Now, we saw this before at the beginning of our first video here, with Soups written across it. But before we get to work on this, I want to give you a little quick tour here of what I call Soupland. This is our super flat world that we're building out here. We have pumpkin and melon farm. We have our big wheat farm. We have the bamboo farm. And we're going to have a whole bunch of other farms here. This is going to be kind of our farmland area where we're going to put a lot of our massive farms, and we're going to clear out the area so it's nice and flat so we don't have to worry about terrain or anything like that. And it also kind of gives it a weird look to it when it's all kind of flat. It looks unnatural for the Minecraft terrain, obviously, since nothing in the natural Minecraft generated terrain is super flat like this. So it almost kind of makes it look like we're in a super flat world or a creative world, which I think is kind of trippy almost. It's kind of cool. Now this is the shulker box loader and unloader that we worked on in the last video. Now we're going to come back to this actually a little bit later on because there's something else that I wanted to add to this, but for now we're going to head back and work on the bamboo farm. Okay, so here we are back at the bamboo farm. Now this thing, I don't even really need to run this thing anymore for a little while because let's check out what we've got here. We have one full double chest full of shulkers of bamboo blocks. Another half double chest full of shulkers of bamboo blocks. Then we have over here in this one another bunch of shulkers of bamboo blocks. So it is safe to say we have enough wood for most of the server covered for the foreseeable future anyway. I can't see any of us using that much wood. That being said, however, let's flick this on and see how it works and harvest a whole bunch more bamboo anyway. So right here we have the on and off levers for the bamboo harvester and the collection, the minecart collection underneath. I have a little warning here because for some people, including myself, it causes a lot of lag when you flick it on because of all the entities. Like there is a lot of bamboo here, and I put the roof all the way up to the max height of the bamboo. So when you harvest this thing, it kind of gets laggy, it kind of goes crazy. So let's flick it on and just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's start by turning on the collection system. So if you flick this lever here, we can turn on the mine carts. So we flick that, you can see all the mine carts just take off. And we can check them here underneath. See, there they all go. Now we're good to go. The collection's running. So if I flick this lever here, both the bamboo, we have two flying machines, one there and one here. This thing is 40 blocks across and 64 blocks long. So it's quite a lot, but let's flick it on and collect some bamboo. And there it goes. Look at all that bamboo. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay, let's go up and watch it. Look at that. That is so satisfying. Oh, I love it. Come on, isn't that just the most satisfying thing ever? And then we have all of our hopper minecarts underneath collecting all of that. It's going to take a little while for everything to actually collect. We have one hopper minecart per per strip here. So there's 40 hopper minecarts running underneath this, collecting everything. The system is basically 100% efficient. Like the system will collect, I would say, 99.5% of everything that drops within this farm. The only things that might get missed are when the bamboo breaks and a couple of bamboo pieces land on, say, the observers there and on here and here. But everything else will get picked up because the minecarts will go underneath and collect every bit. It just it will take a little while, especially when we first turn the system on because of how much we have. But if we move down here, you can see the system working. So everything gets sent down through the minecarts, into these hoppers, into those chests. Those chests are important. I'll talk about that in a minute, though. And then it comes down to the bottom underneath to this row of crafters that we have here. Now, this is a lot of crafters. This is 20 different crafter setups. So each one of these little funnels here with hoppers leads down into a crafter, which is then crafting the bamboo straight into bamboo blocks. The bamboo blocks then get sent into this line of hoppers all the way through the middle. And then through the middle, they all funnel down back through this way into this dropper, which sends them up into the collection system, into those chests right there. So those are quick access just for bulk blocks that you need. You can just grab them from here. Or if you need a lot more than that or anything, then they get sent down into this, which is our shulker box loader system. So the shulker boxes get loaded here for all of our bulk bamboo, and then we just unload every once in a while and put them here. So the system is very functional, fully functional. Everything works. Nothing gets clogged. We have enough crafters to handle the system completely. And as you can see here, the dropper is not clogged as well. So we don't really need to do too much to this, but I do want to make a couple of modifications. First and foremost, I really want to rearrange our storage here because for this farm, we have kind of storage all over the place. We have excess shulker boxes right there. We have a shulker loader box over there. We have the bulk storage kind of sitting up there. We have everything all over the place, and I don't like that. I like things organized, neat, right in one place so that it's just easy to grab, easy to work with. Everything is just organized. I like organization. And then the other thing that I want to do is add a section for bamboo strips, like the actual bamboo itself, not like the blocks, because as of right now there is no good way to get any bamboo sticks from this farm. It's all just converted into bamboo blocks, and sometimes it's kind of nice to have the bamboo sticks, but I don't have any because I can't get any because they're all crafted into bamboo blocks. Now, to do that second part where we funnel the bamboo sticks out of this system, what we want to do is have another branch that comes off of this into another section that will funnel the bamboo sticks into another shulker box loader to load shulker boxes of bamboo sticks so that we have some bamboo sticks. Now, the only problem with this plan is the crafters that I have built are too high to add the funnel that I need, because the funnel that I need to come out of these hoppers here to funnel into the bamboo sticks crafter section, or the bamboo sticks shulker loader section, needs to be unpowerable, because I want to be able to toggle a lever to switch between the blocks and the sticks. Now, it sounds complicated, but in theory, it should be pretty easy. I say should because I haven't tested this yet, but it should work. It should work. It should. So I guess the first thing that we really need to do, unfortunately, is just start tearing all this down. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of all this. We need to get rid of that system. We need to get rid of all of these crafters. Get rid of the staircase. Get rid of all of this stuff that we've built here, because we need to move it. We need to rearrange it. We need to make it look nicer, and we need to add in our bamboo funnel there. So we have some work cut out for us. That's for sure. And it looks like Prime has come by to take a look at what we've been doing here. Hello, Prime. How's it going? Hey, Prime. Hello. There's a lot of fun people on this server. Okay, well, that's enough stalling. I think it's demolition time. And boom, there we go. It's all cleaned up. Everything's gone. I got rid of all the extra stuff all the systems that we had in place to make this bamboo collection system actually work. The bamboo farm will still work, but we won't be able to collect any items. So now we have to get to work to rebuild the system and add in the bamboo stick collector. Okay, so I have gone ahead and rebuilt 2 of the crafter systems, but before I build any more of them, what I'm going to do is test to make sure that our system will work. What I want to be able to do is to power these bottom hoppers here, the ones that feed directly into the crafter, and hopefully by powering these hoppers, they will remain locked, and then we can offshoot another branch of hoppers from this second hopper outwards into another system for the bamboo. And there's our line of hoppers, just like that. Now what I'm hoping to do is to power this hopper right here using this block on top with a repeater. So if we put a repeater there, and then let's just test this by powering that hopper, right? So if we place some items in here, the items should not drop into the crafter, and they don't. Okay, perfect. So what happens now if we put items into this hopper up here, to that one, is instead of funneling into this hopper, which is locked, they will funnel into this over here. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, but if we then unpower this, the cobblestone then filters down into the crafter again. And then if we place more cobblestone up in the top here, it should funnel all the way down through into the crafter as well, just like usual. But we should also not see, okay, I wasn't expecting to see this much. I was hoping that the items would just fall all the way through, but it looks like they don't. So it looks like they're getting actually split about half and half into both of these. Okay, so to fix that, I think what we're going to do is instead of having the bottom hopper locked, we can get rid of this, I think we're going to have this hopper locked here, the one that comes off of the regular chute here. So what now will happen is when we want bamboo, we will leave this off, and the bamboo sticks will funnel both into the crafter and into the bamboo collection. So that way we'll still get bamboo blocks, but we'll split the system half and half. So we'll get half bamboo sticks and then half bamboo blocks, because we don't really need that many bamboo sticks. It's mostly just going to be for, I don't know, scaffolding or just, you know, decorations or things like that. So we won't really need that much. We don't really need the whole farm to switch off to just bamboo sticks. So we can do this instead and just have the top one locked. And if the top one is locked, that means that all the bamboo will funnel down into the bottom crafters. And if the top one is unlocked, then it will go and split half and half, and we'll be able to collect bamboo. So I think this is going to work. We just need to figure out a way to then rig up all of these crafters to connect to one line of redstone that we can control from a central lever over in that direction there. Okay, here we have the first part of the system all complete. So we have the crafters all put back in place. Everything is one block lower. We have the hoppers running all the way through to collect all of the bamboo blocks. Obviously, I don't have it hooked up to any kind of storage system just yet, so everything would just funnel here. But we also have this system set up here now. So we have this long row of hoppers that run all the way along the side here. And this will be for the bamboo sticks. Now, this yellow circuit with all the yellow wool, as you can see, all these repeaters are on, and they are locking every other hopper here. So this hopper's locked, this hopper's locked, this hopper's locked, and all the way down the system here. So that when the system or the bamboo farm gets turned on, nothing will get funneled through this line of hoppers until we flick the lever, and just like that, and the power is now off. So if we test this, we can flick this on just to lock everything, run back over to the other side, and put a few items into this hopper right there. See, it's locked, so it's not moving. It's not depositing any items. And then we can run back all the way over here and flick it on or off. And if we give this a second here, we should see our cobblestone start to fill up through this chest here. There it is. Look at that. Perfect. So now we have cobblestone running all the way down through this line of hoppers here. And then we can just flick it on again. And anything that was left, I don't know if there's going to be anything left from that stack. Yeah, there's still left. So see, now it's paused again. So it's locked. Everything else will stop coming out of here. So I'm thinking about it now and realizing that one line of hoppers probably is not enough to carry all the bamboo that we're going to get from this. I might have to make adjustments to that later, but for now we're just going to leave it and see if it's enough, because I think for the amount of bamboo that we have coming through, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we'll just go ahead and continue on and we'll worry about it later. This sounds like a problem for future soups. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the other side of the yellow circuit. And there we have it, just like that, the other side done. I had to move this side over, this yellow circuit over one, just due to this line of redstone blocks there powering the redstone dust. But other than that, it's all the same, it all works. The only other thing we have to do now is just to add these to the shulkers, the shulker loaders, so that we can have our shulker boxes automatically loaded. And I think I'm going to curve the system and have the shulker loaders facing this way, facing this direction here. And then we can also have some bulk for the bamboo blocks to funnel over and then fill up chests on this side. So let's go ahead and just get that finished up real quick. So while I was rebuilding our collection and storage system here, I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking this doesn't actually work the way that I want it to work. The problem is now, if I put this lever back here, what happens is if I have this turned on, right, this hopper is locked. Now, this hopper will still, or should still fill up based on our testing of things kind of getting divided by half. But the testing that I was doing was putting the items in this hopper. And in this instance, we have items being split into both the chest here and our crafter. But if I remove these items, right, get rid of all this, and I put them up here in the chest where they actually will be coming out of, look what happens. They all funnel into the crafter and nothing comes into the chest. And that's because when the hoppers are feeding the items through one by one, like they would normally from this chest up here, the hopper below it is going to pull the items before the hopper can push the item out. So this hopper will always pick up the item. So this chest, even though this is not on, see, it's not on, this chest is not receiving any sticks, any items. So this is useless. So I actually had to rethink this system because that circuit doesn't do anything for us. It doesn't work the way that I thought it would. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the original idea of locking the bottom hopper here. And that way, when this bottom hopper is locked, all of the bamboo sticks will get funneled out into this other collection system while this one stays locked. And then when this one is unlocked, this side of these hoppers will just get ignored completely because the items will, the bamboo will just funnel directly through into the crafter, and we won't even have to worry about this as long as this hopper is not locked. So what I've come up with to lock the bottom hoppers here is I have a lever which can extend out into our control panel area, and then it's connected to a repeater which leads into the first hopper. And what happens then is the first hopper then becomes locked. Now this observer will detect a block state change because the hopper is now locked, which will then send a redstone signal into the copper bulb and turn the bulb on. Then this comparator will read that this bulb is now turned on and send another redstone signal into this hopper. And then this chain will just continue on down the line with observers connecting into the bulbs, connecting into the comparators, and so on and so on. And you see here, if I flick this on, all the bulbs turn on, all the comparators turn on, and then all the hoppers lock. So if we try to put something in here, try to put some iron, now it's locked. Nothing can leave this hopper. And then if we flick the system off here, all the bulbs turn off, and then all the hoppers become unlocked again. So if I put in just some chests there, see, now they funnel into the crafter like they should. So now all I have to do is continue this circuit all the way through and then get rid of that yellow one on the other side and mimic this on that side. And then everything will be good to go and it will all be working actually better than it was before with this yellow circuit in place. This is actually going to work. This is actually going to work a lot better. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, everybody, I think we're finally finished. We have our storage system here with all of our items in place. We have bamboo sticks here, here, here. We have a bamboo sticks shulker box loader right here. We have our bamboo blocks here, 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 and then our shulker box loader here for the bamboo blocks as well. This lever here, we can switch on or off, and that'll toggle between the blocks and the sticks. And then up here is basically the same as before. We have our control panel with the harvester and the collection system right here. We also have our viewing platform, but I removed the AFK platform for now because I'm going to make a new one, but I'm going to make it kind of over in that section over there somewhere, not right up against the bamboo farm. So I guess the only thing left to do now is turn it on and hope it works. Okay, first let's turn on the collection system. There we go. Make sure they're all running smoothly. Yep, looks like it. Perfect. Then we'll turn on the harvester. There we go. All is good. All is well. Oh, that is always so satisfying to watch. Yeah, that never gets old. Okay, let's run down here now and check to make sure. We have this currently set to bamboo blocks. Oh, I can still see it getting chopped down there at the top. Alright, perfect. We're starting to get some blocks in here. Awesome. They should funnel down into this chest. Perfect. So that's blocks sorted. Now, let's see what happens. It appears that we may have miscalculated. It looks like we're still getting bamboo sticks, even though we have the system set to blocks, which can only mean that we have too many bamboo sticks coming into the hoppers at once, and like we had seen before, the bamboo sticks are getting split half and half. Okay, so if we take a look at the hoppers underneath the system here, and just check and see where the blocks are. See, we have lots of bamboo here, and that's okay, because it should funnel down into this hopper, and then it should only funnel into this hopper. It shouldn't go into this one, and I'm not seeing any here. So I'm thinking that, well, there's got to be a block somewhere. Oh, there's some. So, and there's some more. Okay, yeah, so if we remove these, then this should only get... Yeah, we have quite a bit of bamboo in the system here. Let's clear all this out first and then see what happens. Okay, so I removed all the bamboo sticks from underneath the minecart collection system and the hoppers, and it looks like now we're only getting a very minimal amount of bamboo sticks. We're still getting a few coming through the system, like that right there. But for the most part, it's all coming through as bamboo blocks, and that's what we want. A few is okay, a few sticks is fine. We can handle that, no big deal. The problem is when we first turn the system on, there's so much bamboo coming through that the system kind of just gets overloaded, and it gets sorted out into both the bamboo sticks and the bamboo blocks at one time. At the moment, there's not a whole lot that we can do about that, and I think we're just going to leave it because having a few sticks come through is not a big deal, and for the amount of effort it would be to kind of change that, it's just way too much work. But for now, what I really want to do is just check and make sure that the actual sticks portion works so that we can block off getting the bamboo blocks and only get the sticks. So if we flick this lever here, it might take a minute for all the bamboo to clear the system or the crafter system, but we should stop seeing bamboo blocks coming through here. Yeah, it looks like it. It's usually pretty consistent having the blocks come through, so now it's stopped. So that tells me that that's working properly. Now let's see if we start to see the bamboo coming through or not. Okay, so it took a minute for the system just to clear out, but now all we have is bamboo sticks coming through, lots of them, and we have no bamboo blocks coming through. So the system is working well. So we can flick this. Oh, so we have lots of bamboo, and then we also have our bamboo blocks here. So we're getting lots of bamboo, and it's working. We have this system that flicks back and forth, and we shut that off. And then once this system clears out from all the bamboo that's in the hoppers, this system will fire back up again, and we should start to see blocks come through. Yep, there's our blocks. And look at that. Don't you just love it when you build something with redstone, and it actually works? Especially when you get it right on the very first try. Because, you know, we didn't have to tear the thing down multiple times or anything like that. No, we didn't do that. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of working on that bamboo farm. So let's head back home and take a look at something else that I've been working on. Ah, home sweet home. What are you looking at? I swear, these villagers always giving me so much attitude. It's almost like they don't like being stuck there 24/7, forced to trade their goods to me at dirt cheap prices. So ungrateful. Speaking of villagers though, let me just go ahead and mute these guys for a bit because they're kind of annoying. But what I want to do is actually move these villagers out of here because I personally don't experience it, but everybody that comes to visit this area tells me that there is a lot of lag when they come to this trading hall. So what I want to do, just for the benefit of the server and benefit of the area, is move these trading villagers, move the villagers into the nether. So we have a little section started in here, right here. So I've kind of expanded this build, or this kind of this building here, the structure, into the nether, and I'm just gonna carry it out into this open space. And we can have our whole trading hall just out in the open here. I can even add more villagers. I can add a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's just gonna be like a continuation of our base out into the nether, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. Unfortunately, when I built this thing, I built it right next to the ice highway because that was the easiest way to get my portal linked up, because there's a couple of other portals nearby in the town of Serenity. So I built my portal right next to it, and it worked. It got it linked up right to my base and everything. But the problem is now is we have no room to build, and we're kind of encroaching right into the ice highway. And so if I want to build an exterior onto this eventually, because this looks pretty ugly from the outside, looks nice on the inside, but not so much on the outside. If I want room to build on the outside, I didn't leave myself any room to expand outwards in this direction. So what I think I need to do is just start this off right, take this down and move it probably at least 2, maybe 3 blocks this way, and then just start over, start fresh. Okay, and just like that, we move the thing back about 3 blocks. There we go. So we have a little bit of a buffer now so that when we build our exterior for this, we have some room for the exterior to kind of encompass the front of this build if we needed to, and that way we're not pushing up right into the ice highway here. Now I've also gone ahead and did something cool in here. I added in this minecart teleportation system. So normally when you stand in the nether portal, obviously it takes a few seconds for you to travel through, and then it has to load and everything. But if you set yourself up in a minecart and shoot yourself through the nether portal like this, it's instant. Look at that. So if I just push this button and hop in the cart, boom, instant teleportation. And then the cactus breaks the minecart. The hoppers just send it back into the dropper or the dispenser, and then it just recycles the hopper and the minecart. Look, we just go back and forth. Look how awesome that is. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's so much fun. It took me a little while to get this set up right because you have to make sure that the cactus isn't touching anything. But other than that, like, this is a really simple thing to set up. This is so much fun. Look at that. Oh, I could do this forever. Okay, this is awesome. This is a new fastest way to get in and out. And this is gonna be so much nicer too when I actually have the trading hall here, because now we don't have to wait for the nether portal animation anymore. If we need to trade or go back and forth to get resources, it's now instant, and we don't even have to worry about the minecart either. Like, it just gets recycled. So every time we go back and forth, like, we don't have to worry about, oh, is there going to be a minecart there, or where did I leave the minecart, or anything like that. So that's a really cool system. I'm glad I set that up. That didn't take too long either. You could set that up in your world as well. It's literally just, a few rails, and then a cactus, and then some hoppers and a dispenser like this with a button. And then you just have to make sure that your minecart tracks are lined up for both as well. And then you need to make sure that you have enough speed that you carry over the 1 block gap where there is no rail in between yourself and the nether there. Okay, everybody, that's about all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye!